Hello and welcome to Memory Lane. Today we will look back at the 1984 American television series Miami Vice. We will revisit the cast of the series and see how they changed over the years. I will also tell you some interesting or funny trivial facts you probably did not know. Don Johnson was 34 years in 1984 and is 72 years old in 2022. Philip Michael Thomas was 35 years in 1984 and is 73 years old in 2022. Edward James Olmos and Don Johnson often argued during the first season due to their different acting styles. Olmos used his anger towards Johnson for his character in their scenes together. In some episodes, Lieutenant Castillo never looks at Crockett at all. Saundra Santiago was 27 years in 1984 and is 65 years old in 2022. Olivia Brown was 24 years in 1984 and is 62 years old in 2022. Denzel Washington was considered for the part of Ricardo Tubbs. Andy Garcia auditioned for the part. Michael Talbott was 29 years in 1984 and is 67 years old in 2022. Edward James Olmos was 37 years in 1984 and is 75 years old in 2022. Miami tourism officials credit the series for transforming the impression of the city from a retirement community to a fun and exciting place for young people to visit. John Diehl was 34 years in 1984 and is 72 years old in 2022. Martin Ferrero was 36 years in 1984 and is 75 years old in 2022. Crockett's Ferrari Daytona was actually a modified Corvette. Ferrari executives were so upset that this ersatz Ferrari was gaining such popularity that they offered to provide the series with their new flagship car, the Testarossa. Julio Oscar Mechoso died at the age of 62 years in 2017 from heart attack. Charlie Barnett died at the age of 41 years in 1996 from AIDS. The show was originally to be called Gold Coast, but with the characters shouting Miami Vice so much in the show, it seemed a better choice for the title. Belinda Montgomery was 33 years in 1984 and is 72 years old in 2022. Sheena Easton was 28 years in 1984 and is 63 years old in 2022. Initially, Jeff Bridges and then Nick Nolte were considered for the role of Sonny Crockett. At the time, it was not seen as lucrative for movie stars to venture into television. Gregory Sierra died at the age of 84 years in 2021 from stomach and liver cancer. Ned Eisenberg died at the age of 65 years in 2022 from cholangiocarcinoma and ocular melanoma. All technical advisors for the show served with the real-life Miami Vice unit. Cast members had to pass the Florida Department of Law Enforcement firearms test before they could handle weapons on the set.